New York City. Yes, we are going to take you there for the opening bell of the New York Stock Exchange here in short order. We appreciate you being here with us. I can tell you that pre-market trading not looking so hot at the moment. Look at our entire board. Everything is in the red as we speak. Hopefully there will be a rebound here in short order. Again, we'll take you to the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange here in just a little bit and let you know how things are looking on this opening day of trading, or once trading opens on this, what is today, Tuesday. All right, let's get you over to David. David, good morning. I'm almost Sugarna this morning, David. I can't get it straight. I don't know what day it is. I'm almost Sugarna. Aye. How are you?
You've been doing too many Israel stories, Meshuggah. All right, soon you're gonna freeze your tuchus off. But all right.
I said that the other day to someone.
Oh my goodness, we're literally speaking Yiddish here on the show, which is, I don't know, kind of a weird spot we've gone to. All right, teammates, time now for our daily dose of dollars and common sense. I can't believe I said took us on the air. That would be American Sunrise Early Edition host. I'm all, I don't know, discombobulated. Oh, he's also the guy behind Jake's Take Substacks. That'd be Jake Novak. Jake, I said took us on the air. What do you think of that?
Yeah, listen, we need to have a Yiddish lesson here. Meshuggah means crazy. Terrence, you're not crazy, you're verklempt, meaning you're just out of it. You know, you're all over the place. So, but we got three words in. Tuchus, which means, I think we all know what that means. Verklempt means you're sort of all over the place, and Meshuggah means you're crazy. You're not crazy, Terrence. So there we go.
All right.
That's
well,
the
there it is.
today.
There is our Yiddish update today at 9:20 or whatever it is. Okay.
That's right.
Jake,
There you go.
let's break down what's going on with this rare earths dispute with China. Help me out. And I thought, is the earth rare? Oh, I'm sorry. That's a separate issue. Go ahead. What's going on with the rare earths dispute here?
Yeah, actually, the reason why we're in a sea of red that Terrence just showed us with all the stock market is because of U.S.-China tensions over a lot of things, but it is because of this rare earths thing. Look, we made a deal with China not that long ago for them to continue to give us the rare earths that we need for a lot of big tech items, lithium, things like that. It's actually not rare. I had a guest on my program this morning explain it's actually not rare. It's just that it's hard to get out of the earth. You got to have a good mining operation to do it. There's a lot of it. You just got to work hard to get it. And the U.S., under previous administrations and previous not so smart economic policy, allowed for that kind of mining to lapse here in this country. Now, the Trump administration is really ramping it up, but it's going to take a while before we can get the output we need. And China had promised to continue giving us a certain amount of supply. They're now playing games with that. That has started this whole trade war talk again. It started on Friday. It picked up again overnight. China and the U.S. are charging each other more money now to bring their container ships to each other's ports. So that's how they're responding to this right now. The markets don't like that. That's why it's down. And so we'll keep our ears open. And listen, I mean, how many times do we have to say this? China's not our friend. Sorry, Joe Biden. Remember Joe Biden in 2020? China's not our enemy, man. Every time he says man, he thinks it sounds like he sounds cool. They are our enemy. They are our enemy, and this is really serious stuff. And hopefully we'll be able to get this resolved.
And he's not being facetious, by the way. That too. All right. Yeah. Meanwhile, Paramount's new chief, David Ellison, has been trying to buy CNN's parent, Warner Brothers. He's going, though, it seems to have to increase his offer here. Jake, tell us more.
Yeah, he's offering $20 a share for Warner Brothers, which is trading around $17 right now, last time I checked. That's a nice premium because I think $17 a share is also overpriced. But Warner Brothers wants more. David Zaslav, it's the battle of the two Davids. David Zaslav's the CEO there. He wants more money, and he's every right to ask for more. As you know, I've been calling for the end of CNN as we know it, not just rooting for it, but predicting it for some time. If this deal goes through, that's exactly what's going to happen. Paramount is not going to own CBS News and CNN and all that duplicity. They're going to fold them into each other, and that's what Ellison wants to do. He wants to do a bunch of other things, too. He wants his hands on Warner Brothers studios for other things that they can use. But he's going to have to pay more than $20 a share, and of course the market's like that. Nothing like a good old bidding war to get the markets and investors happy. So watch for that. Well, I'm very anxious to see what the next offer is going to be. But whatever he pays for it, it's more than it's worth. But that's another discussion.
Jake, you said something there that kind of piqued my interest, which had to do with this potential merger, if it happens, between CBS and CNN. What would that look like? Do you think that would happen? And I'm just trying to kind of get my mind around something like that.
Absolutely. I mean, CBS has a streaming network. CBS News has a streaming network as well, in addition to all of their properties there. There's just no way they're going to keep they will merge them together. CNN will become a shell of what it already is. It's already, by the way, much reduced from what it was 10, 20 years ago anyway. I think CNN will now become the documentary unit. All of this has been planned out for years. CBS and CNN have talked about merging for years and years and years. It just never happened. Now it looks like it might happen. But again, Ellison's going to have to pay a little bit more money for it, and we'll see what happens. But maybe if there's a market downturn in the next couple of days or weeks, maybe Zaslav will say, hey, you know that $20 offer? I'll take it now, and maybe he'll get it.
All right, now don't kill the messenger, because I'm going to speak about EVs for a second. We know you're not the biggest fan of EVs, but here's a question. Would you go for, how about a hydrogen fuel cell car? Going once, going twice? Or do we have are you sold?
Let me see. No, I'm not. There's only 61. There's only 61 hydrogen fuel cell stations in the whole country, and GM announced a couple of days ago, yeah, they're going to scrap that too. They had been looking into this. This was President George W. Bush's favorite technology of the future. You might remember he was loving the hydrogen cars,
yeah.
And maybe one day. Look, but this is my long way of saying, you know what? It's been more than 100 years that gasoline has been powering our cars and a lot of other things, but of course cars in this country. That's a really long run for an energy source. For those of you who know your history, energy sources usually change. The reason why is not any great conspiracy. It's because it's just a really, really good fuel. It's very efficient. It's hard to get out of the ground, by the way, and out of the sea, but once you get it out, it really works really well. I'm not saying I don't want a better technology that comes around that it will be especially cheaper. I'm more interested in a cheaper technology one day. But honestly, it's the king. It's going to be the king for some time until someone comes up with some other space age technology. Somebody will, but it's not EVs and it's not hydrogen. Needs something better than that.
Jake Novak, good to see you. By the way, some good news over the weekend. The Jets lost. That makes them 0-6.
Yeah.
So we are on track for 0-17. So there's good news ahead potentially.
I'm still draft eligible. They can pick me with that first pick, David. I have not lost my amateur status. You can draft me. I know it's been a long time since I graduated, but I'm ready. How much worse can they do? Seriously, that's my pitch. They can't lose anymore.
With the first
why not
with the
choose me?
first pick in the draft, they choose. Okay, gotta go draft. Gotta go. Sponsored by AMAC, the stock market. Here it is.
The Association of Mature American Citizens is the conservative voice for Americans 50 and older. AMAC is fighting for the values that you hold dear. Join today. Together, we can write the course of America.
The applause is already underway at the New York Stock Exchange, which means the markets are going to open here in short order, and we'll get an idea of how things are looking on this Tuesday of trading. Right on cue. There you have it. Etsy is on the podium, and the markets are now officially open as you hear the bell ringing. Let's take a look at our board. In general, not really looking so great right now. There's a whole lot of red all up and down the board right now. You can see the major indices, the Dow, S&P 500, and the NASDAQ are all down. As you heard Jake say, a lot of this very likely having to do with the continuing tariff fight between the United States and China. We, of course, will continue to monitor it for you throughout the day and keep you updated on how things ultimately turn out. Well, folks, if you buy some gold, and you can get a free silver coin. That's right. For every $5,000 purchased from the Birch Gold Group this month in advance of Veterans Day, they're going to send you a free patriotic silver round that commemorates the Gadsden and American flags. I actually have one that I'm going to show you here in just a minute once we come out of this video. Gold is up over 40% since the beginning of this year, and the Birch Gold Group can help you own it by converting an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in physical gold. Plus, they'll send you free silver honoring our veterans on qualifying purchases. And if you're a current or former military, Birch Gold has a special offer just for you. They're waiving custodial fees for the first year on investments of any amount. And with an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and tens of thousands of satisfied customers, many of whom are RAV listeners, we really encourage you to diversify your savings into gold. Text the word America to the number 989898 for a free information kit and to claim your eligibility for free silver with qualifying purchases before the end of this month. Again, Text the word America to the number 989898 today to get that free silver round. And here is one right here, folks. This is it. On one side, this is the side that's got the flags on. I know you probably can't really see it this well. And then on the other side, it says Birch Gold. So this is what you can get right here, and it's probably worth a pretty little penny. Anyway, still to come here on American Sunrise, President Trump getting rare praise on the heels of his historic trip to the Middle East, this time from the last person that anyone may have expected. And we'll tell you who it is coming up. First, though, a quick check of our day in history. It was on this date in 1947 that U.S. Air Force Captain Chuck Yeager became the first person to break the sound barrier flying the rocket-powered Bell X-1 over California at more than 700 miles an hour. Many believed the sound barrier was an impassable physical wall, but Yeager's flight proved them wrong and ushered in a new era of aviation. We're back with more.